Blessed be the word of Blake. Hello and welcome to the Comstar news update for the latter half of the month of January 3020. In entertainment news, Quito Ferralla and her partner Jax Morth stunned audiences on Solaris 7 by besting the lightweight favorites James and Stephanie Peral in a brutal upset. Quito in her modified JVN TAC 10N Javelin and Jax in his beefed up CN9 TAC A Centurion caught the Peral siblings' COM TAC 2D commandos in a devastating crossfire. Both commandos were reduced to little more than scrap metal. Arena medics were unable to save either Peral sibling from the wrecks of their machines, and their names have posthumously been enshrined on the memorial wall for those who have lost their lives on the sands of the arena. In more serious matters, the raging conflict, long since dubbed the Third Succession War, continues to ravage planets along the borders of the Great Houses. The Draconis Combine has been particularly active in the latter half of the month, launching probing raids against isolated targets in both the Federated Suns and Lyran Commonwealth territories. In turn, this has led to a shift in the forces of both great nations. House Davian, notably, has begun to mobilize the 4th Davian Guards. The 4th is known as the Dragon's Bane for their extended conflict with the Draconis Combine mustered soldiery. Some analysts have noted this is a worrying move by House Davian that could lead to more conflict across their Draconis March territory. In addition, House Davian has also mobilized the 6th Crucius Lancers RCT, renowned for their combat efforts against House Liao and the Capellan Confederation. The 6th, in force, has been massing near the border world of Bromhead. Whether this is due to a possible assault on House Liao, or merely a maneuver, is yet to be seen. The Capellan world of Larsha saw several attacks launched by mercenary forces during the last 2 weeks. Both known and unknown mercenary factions became engaged in running battles for infrastructure on the isolated world. The first instance of these attacks was a raid on a munitions dump by the mercenary company known as the Varangian Guard. The Guard launched a lightning raid on a known House Liao munitions dump early in the morning of January 18th. Comstar sources are reporting an estimated half of the depots were either damaged or destroyed by the Guard in the resulting battle. Explosions both from weapons fire and depot munition explosions were felt over 10 kilometers away in the city of Candilla. Analysts have theorized the raid could be an attempt to weaken the local militia's ability to defend the planet from further attacks, or, if hostilities increase, hold the planet in the case of a planetary invasion. Several nights later, on January 21st, the Kamtech mercenary company emerged from their dropship in the Alatian Highlands to assault the Corvus hydroelectric plant. Liao representatives have confirmed that local militia forces were unable to be deployed in time to defend the power plant. Corvus powers several military installations and much of the civilian infrastructure in the immediate area. House Liao, in opposition to its usual stance, hired the mercenary company Fools and Heroes to stave off the attack. The exact makeup of the forces involved are as of yet unknown. However, Comstar can confirm that Fools and Heroes deployed both mech and vehicle forces to defend the hydro plant. Fighting took place at the plant's northern side, leading to the destruction of one of the 3 primary generators within the dam. However, intense fighting grew untenable for both sides, and Kamikaze withdrew, its contract completed. Fools and Heroes were congratulated by the district coordinator Tajui for the defense of the plant. More combat was yet to come on the world of Larsha, as on January 27th in the early hours of the morning, a mercenary company called Stimble's Irregulars launched an assault on a primary comnet relay. The relay, a vital piece of the early warning detection system, was hardened against both aerospace and artillery attacks due to its location. Instead, the Irregulars launched a combined arms force of battlemechs and vehicles to assault the structures on the ground. House Liao was once again forced to rely on mercenaries. This time, they managed to hire Navidson's Hellfighters, a brand new branch of the infamous Grey Death Legion. These Hellfighters rapidly deployed their own combined arms force to defend the relay. By midday, both a radar dish and a vital power hub had been destroyed by the attackers. In turn, the Irregulars are reported to have had 2 Ostrok-class heavy battle mechs withdraw during the engagement due to damage, and a Pike heavy tank reported being destroyed. House Liao locked down the site after the battle, so the true damage is as of yet unknown. With the damage suffered by the Comnet relay, Capellan Intelligence is expected to have difficulties detecting any planetary threat that enters the system until such a time as the relay can be repaired. House Liao has not publicly responded to the attacks on one of its worlds. However, it is rumored that a Liao regular army regiment, as well as a warrior house, are mobilizing and en route to Larsha. Potential conflict between House Liao and House Davian in the area has prompted the periphery nations of the Taurian Concordat, Magistracy of Canopus, and the Erigian coalition to prepare their own militaries should the conflict spill over into their territories. Comstar, in its mandate to remain neutral and transparent, states that all contracts on the planet Larsha were Mercenary Review Board certified and ratified within the boundaries of the Ares Conventions. All mercenary forces involved in combat during this period were MRB bonded and rated. Per Comstar's mandate, the client of any and all contracts will not be named. Moving to celebrity news, Alicia Davian, a minor noble in the Draconis March, is celebrating the birth of her second child. Reports indicate that the child